Man, anyway, so hello full stack web developer and welcome to Coding for All, the channel required to become a full stack web developer with practical applications and utilizing free resources. So in the last video, we were introduced to adding animation, even listeners, and elements all using jQuery. But this time, as you can see right in front of you, we are going to be making Simon game. And if you follow me step by step, I assure you this will be, if not the most, then one of the most best videos that you have seen on coding for up till now. The reason is that not only you are going to learn and implement everything, but also you will have your own game to host on GitHub. So before we start our video formally, like the video and subscribe to the channel so we learn and grow together. Now I will describe you each step one by one, and what I would recommend, first of all, pause the video for each step, try on your own, and then just for confirmation and for the perfect solution, go and click the video to play and then see how we proceed together. Other than that, I'm going to attach the file, and you can say in the section below in a form of link, so you can just download the file to have a basic structure and then you can start working on it. So the first thing is that you need to create a new file with the name game.js and link it with your index.html, and just to see if it is working or not in your file game.js, just write anything like alert or something like that, so you can see that it is working properly or not. So this is your first step. Pause the video, give it a try. Okay, so I hope you did it. This is the first step. You can simply put the link here after the last div. This is for jQuery and this is the one for game.js. And if you want to see how you can get jQuery, let me show you the Google hosted library. Just go for the latest snippet, simply copy and paste it between the inverted commas of the source. And now we have added the script for you can see the JavaScript file just in order to see if it is working or not. We will write alert. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello. Control S. Now go here. Refresh. Perfect. It is working. That means we did it correctly. Now you are done with the first step. For the second step, we want to create a pattern. And in order to create a pattern, you might be able to see the instructions right in front of you. You can pause the video, or while even I'm talking, while I'm going to give you time and ask you to pause the video, the instructions will be right in front of you. You can just see that and then start working on it. So if you are done with looking at the instruction, pause the video and give it a try. Okay, so now we are going to proceed. So first of all, we will be creating a function with the name, for example, next sequence, and there will be a variable name as font and so this is going to be equal to 4. So we want to create a math dot random numbers, and it should be maximum to 4, and we want it to be a round figure number, so we need to put math dot float over here, and then this is how it should look like. The next thing is we want to have the colors, and for colors we can create R button colors. What colors are we going to have over there? And we are going to make it in the form of an array. So there is red, then there is blue, then there's green, and at the end there is yellow. And then we are going to create a variable called random chosen color and use the random number from step 2 that you can see right in front of you to select a random color from the button colors array, and we can do that like this. Random chosen. I try to keep the name as self-explanatory as possible so it becomes really easy, and I would recommend you to do the same. Random colors, and this will be selecting the random number. After we are done with this, at the top of the game.js file, create a new empty array called game pattern. So we top over here we will create an array that is for game game pattern, and it is going to be an empty array. And then we are going to add new random chosen color generated previously to the end of the game pattern. So over here we will write game pattern that you can see right on top dot push. Now over there we will write random chosen color. Now you are done with step 2, Control S obviously. Now we will move towards step 3, that is show the sequence with animations and sound. So you can see what we are going to do in it. So you can just pause the video, take some notes of what you can see right on your screen, or once I'm done with the talking, I'm already going to ask you to pause the video. You can use that pause to just proceed with the working after you are done. So I would say pause the video, give it a try, otherwise we are obviously going to work together. Okay, so here we are, and now, okay, so there's one mistake. It is not supposed to be here because this is not something related to it. I can place it down here. Okay, now the solution of what instructions or task you were able to see over there. Solution is like this. I'm sorry, what am I doing? writing it. So you know why we are using this dollar sign. It is due to jQuery thing. And now the pound key plus random chosen color, and then we write dot fade in 100 dot. So we are combining all this into one. Fade out same 100, then coming back fade in 100. So this is to show the sequence with animations and sound, and you can even use Google or Stack Overflow to just know about it too. So or you can even figure out through Stack Overflow to use JavaScript to play the sound for the button color selected in this step. Otherwise, I'm gonna show you obviously. So there is variable name as audio, and you can see the sounds folder on the left side. New audio, and then the source, which the name sounds, plus random chosen color, plus dot mp3, and this will be done through audio play thing. And at the end you will write audio dot play. That's it. So up till now in 3 steps, what we have done, we have added JavaScript and jQuery, then we try to create a pattern, and in the 3rd step we have been making sequence with animations and sound. So I hope that you are a little confused, and if you are, then I'm successful with my mission, because my mission is to make each and everyone confused at first. Don't worry, at first you will be confused because this is going to be new things for you, but if you just follow me step by step, do some research, then believe me, this is not going to be very difficult. So if you are here up till now, so that means you are almost done with 1/4. So 33% of the game you did it. That's a really nice thing. Now there are 3 more quarters to go. So don't lose your hope, just keep on working, like the video and subscribe to the channel so we all may learn and grow together. Now you might be able to see the next step, step 4 instructions. What to do and what not to do. So I would strongly recommend you to go through each one of this so it becomes easy for you to see what we are doing, why we are doing, and even you can try on your own. So for this, pause the video and give it a try. Okay, so how to go for this? Either you can click below or you can create at the top. This is your own choice, but I'm comfortable with creating here. So now we are going to create another function. So what it is going to do, use jQuery to detect when any of the buttons are clicked and trigger a handler function. And for that reason, we are going to create a new function that is going to target the button. Why am I doing that? And when it's clicked, so it will have a function, and you know how the function goes. Okay, so over here we are going to create another variable, and what it will do to store the ID of the button that got clicked. And for this reason, we are going to write variable user. So it is a new variable that is going to store it is equals to jQuery, and we will install. You can say feed, or we can store the attribute of what? The ID. Now, like we did previously, at the top, we are going to create another empty array with variable name as user clicked. We didn't do save. Oh, sorry. Save all this, and then we are going to add the contents of the variable user chosen color created previously to the end of this new user click pattern over here. So we are going to say user clicked pattern dot push, and where, what, and where user chosen color. Control S. So that is all for step 4. Now you must be confused. That's natural, don't worry about it. But the good thing is, after we are done with next step, we will be done with our 50% of the game. That is the best thing about it, because I told you it is going to be a 10-step process only. And after we are done with 10-step process, we will have our own Simon game, fully functional, ready to be played by anyone of you or by your brothers and sisters and friends and whatnot. So right now the instructions for step 5 are on your screen. You can pause the video, you can take the picture, you can note them down, because after we are going to start towards its solution, obviously you won't have this much time to pause the video, rewind, see, and then come back. So I would strongly urge you either to note this down, or you can take a picture, or you can just have two screens. On one screen you can just start with this, and on the other tab you can have another. You can obviously open another tab for my video and then start working on it. It is up to you, but I'm going to give you some time. So pause the video, read the instructions, take notes, so we can proceed with the solution. Okay, so now as we did before, we are going to have what? We are going to create a function for playing sound, and for this we will write play sound user chosen color, Control S, And then we are going to create a new function called placeSound that takes a single input parameter and then proceed further. So for this, we are going to create a function known as placeSound, and it is going to take name. Yes, so my spelling correct? Yes, spellings are correct. Now what I'm going to do, we are going to get it out from there, bring it in here, and over here we are going to place this sound, and within we are going to write random chosen random chosen. Now just let me review this. If I did each and everything correctly or not, I believe I did everything correct. So yes, I'm pretty confident that everything up till now is 100% correct. So congratulations, we are done with first 5 steps. So that means you are done with 50% of your game. But right now, if I take you back to the website where you can see the game right in front of you, you won't be able to see big differences because I believe that you are expecting to see some response once you take some action, or the game must play in a form of game. But right now, you might not be able to see all those differences. So for this reason, just have some more patience, grab a glass of water, a cup of coffee, whatever you feel like. And right now you are looking at step 6. The instructions are right in front of you. Just go through these instructions or pause the video, take some notes, take a picture, and then we will again move forward for its solution. Okay, so now here we are. Now we are going to create another function. For example, animate press. It should take a single input parameter called current color. So here we are with a new function that the name is animate press with input current color. So in this we are going to use jQuery to add this press class to the button that gets clicked inside animate press. What does this mean? That we are going to have this pound sign and plus current color dot class rest. Now you can either use Google Stack Overflow to figure out how you can use JavaScript to remove the pressed class after 100 milliseconds. Either you can just Google it from Stack Overflow from anywhere, or right, I'm going to show this to you. Set timeout. Now this is going to be a function. And over here I am going to write, oh sorry, current color dot remove class. First of all, we added a class. Now we are going to remove class 1 rest, and it is supposed to take 100 milliseconds. Control S. Now here we are, we have added another class, emmet press, to just, it shows to have press section time in and time out, where we added a class and remove a class of being pressed. This was a little part in it. Now we are going to proceed on step 7, and the instructions are right in front of you. Just go through these instructions, and then you have the time to just take notes, take picture, whatever you feel like. So pause the video, give it a try, and we are then going to try on our own. This is step 7, and now we are moving towards starting the game. Yes, now is the time coming. Very soon you will have something right in front of you. So first of all, why don't we create a track of whether if the game has started or not, so you can only call next sequence on the first key press, for example. So for this reason, we can create over here a variable name as started, sorry, false. And now we will, and obviously you can create another thing over here. For example, if I create another variable with the name level, or level equals 0. That's it. Now we are going to use jQuery to detect when a key has been pressed. That happens for the first time, called next sequence. So we are going to create a new function, and we can create at the end, we can create in the start. But as I have already shown you, I like creating at the start, so we can create over here. So the thing is, document dot key press, and over there it is going to have a function. And then there is if started, so we have created a function at the top, and we want the Untitled start out as saying press a key to start, and when the game has started, change this to level 0. So for this reason, we are going to write over here as level title, and this is going to be inside inverted comma dot text. Over here is going to show as level plus level, that is, you can see on the top variable level is equals to 0, and then we will create next sequence, and if started, then it should be 2. That is how we do. And inside this next sequence, where is the next sequence? Here it is. We are going to have the level plus plus. Level plus plus. So now we have to do that. We are done with that. I'm sorry, I'm also looking at my checklist so I can see if everything is good to go now. And I believe it is. So now we are done with step 7. Only last 3 more steps to go. Just have some more patience. I know it is a bit different, but this is how it should work, and it is going to work. Don't worry about it. No, I'm missing one thing. So inside next sequence, we need to update the h1 with this change in the value of level, that is what we have written even before. It is same as that. Instead of writing I'm a bit lazy and drowsy, I have dizziness. Oh my god. So we are going to update h1 with this level thing value, and now it looks good, and we are done with our step 7. Now before we move further, why don't you just like the video, give me a chance to be appreciated, because you like, you subscribe, you share, you comment. These are few little things that really encourages me, and it really motivates me to go even further. So I would really like your liking my video and subscribing to my channel. So right now you might be able to see step 8, the instructions right in front of you. And I'm going to give you some time, just pause the video, give it a try, and then we are going to move on this solution together. So now in step 8 we are mainly going to focus on the correct answers, and the reason I'm going to write it between these two different functions is because I need to add something in these two functions too at the end. So for example, now we are going to create a new function named as check answers. So it is function check ANSWR and participant current level. And now before we go any further, we need to add something at the top, and that is going to be over here. Once it's done, we are going to check answer for user. Click pattern dot length 1. And I was missing this. So call check answer after a user has clicked and chosen their answer, passing in the index of the last answer in the user sequence, and that is the reason that we have mentioned this over here. But this is not all. Now we are going to write an if statement inside check answer to check if the most recent answer user, or you can say recent user answer, is the same as a game pattern. If so, then log success, otherwise log wrong. So for example, we'll write if game pattern current level is equal to user click pattern, this is same as current level, then what we are going to do, console.log what success. And if this is not the case, if the user got the most recent answer right in step 3, then check they will have finished their sequence with another if statement, and that is as below. So if user clicked pattern dot length same as game pattern dot length. Then call next sequence after 1000 millisecond delay. So we are going to set time out, and there is going to be function inside mentioned as next sequence. Here write it as 1000 yes, this is the right arrow, or else so console dot log log. Now just let me see if I'm missing anything or not. And this is all. Let me see. I am missing something. here that is should be, yeah. So over here we need to write user clickbait, and it is going to be an empty array. Just let me review my code. I believe everything is going good. I just used the Beautify version to just have it in a form. And don't worry, right now I'm just writing the code so you can just follow me along. But the final version that I'm going to show you, it will have the gaps, and I will write each and every step in it because I don't want to confuse you even further. That is the major reason right now I'm just coding, because I want you to just code with me. And while I'm even talking all this, the instructions for step 9 is right in front of you. So pause the video, take notes, or take a picture so we can just start over the next thing. So I'm not sure about you, but trust me, I am really excited. The reason is that this is the second last step. So this means after this second last step, we are going to move towards our final last 10th step, after which I'm going to just pull up the curtains and you will have your mega piece, your mega game right in front of you that you made from scratch, step by step, starting from step 0 all towards step 10. So really pat at your back, a huge round of applause for each one of you that you stayed up till now, because that really shows how determined you are. So now we are going to move towards the wrong sound. Okay, so in the sound folder there is such a name that we're going to use, and you can simply write as play sound, and over there the name is wrong. How funny. Okay, inside this we are going to create in star.css file. There's a class called game over. Apply this class to the body of the website so it gets removed after 200 milliseconds. So for example, it is like this now. Body dot add class, over here it is to have the name game over, and then there is set time out. There's a function, and it will have the same thing but just with the remove class. Body dot remove class, and then it is going to show for game over, and we are going to show this for 200 milliseconds. And then we are going to change the title. Because once the game over, then it should show like press any key to restart if the user gets obviously the wrong answer. So for this reason, we are going to write this as dollar. I could it before. Can I just copy that? Okay, yes, I can. This is almost the same thing, but I think this is going to be wrong if I do this. So, dollar title dot text. It should show game over. Press a key to restart. And Control S. Guys. Now we are going to move towards step 10, the last and final step. The instructions are right in front of you. Before we start working on the step 10, pause the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and even share the video. But don't share this with the people with whom you want to brag, because first of all, I would like you to brag with your skills in front of them. Show them what a masterpiece you did on your own, and only then, once they're totally amazed, then you can share the video. But before that, I would strongly recommend you not to share. So they don't make it along with you, but they make after you. So that was only for what I think, but it's up to you. Now the step 10 instructions are right in front of you. Pause the video, take notes, take a picture. So when we start working on it, it is going to be really easy for you guys. So now here we are with our last and final step. Fingers crossed. So first of all, we are just going to write over here, start over, written over here. The reason is that we are now going to create a new function, and the function's name is start over. And inside that we are going to start with level equals 0, game pattern is equal to empty, and started is equals to false. Now this is all. I'm going to share the complete as well as the initial starting skeleton with you, but for now our code is complete and I hope I haven't made any mistake. Obviously I'm going to review this again, but I believe everything is perfect. Now we'll go to the website to see how is it working now. I have just rechecked and there were little my typo mistakes that I have just corrected, and don't worry about it. You can obviously compare your code with this complete full package. And now what if I take you to the website to see how it goes now? So fingers crossed, let me see. Oh yes, it is working. And that is Great. Oh wow, and I lost. So first of all, you have seen at start I went up till level 10. This was all from my side for this. I know this is very long and difficult and there might be very much confusion, and if you want I'm going to, you can say, shorts for each and every step to make it even more clear, more easy, and more compatible, whatever you feel like. So that is all. You can host it on GitHub free of cost. And I believe that you have liked the video and subscribed to the channel and even shared with the ones that you know would like to proceed with this. Thank you so much for your time. I'll catch up with you next time. Until then, good luck and bye, full stack web developer.